Hey everybody, thanks a lot for stopping by the channel and checking out our video. This past weekend we were at Digstock in South Carolina. Long way to go from Pennsylvania. It was a 3-day event and I went down with, of course, with Aaron and Dave from Pa Relic Hunters and our two good buddies, Justin and Jacob. And we all went down and participated in the event. We got some natural hunts in and we did a contest, and I'll explain more about that later because it turned out to be pretty awesome. But I'm going to tell you right now, we didn't make a lot of great finds, and there were some really good finds made at that event. People had come in with some reals, even some older ones like the globe and pillars. There was some Confederate buttons found. There was just a lot of neat stuff found over the course of the 3 days. But you're talking over 3,000 acres, and everybody's spread out, so everybody can't find everything, right? We went out, we made a few finds, but I think we had more fun just hanging out at the event, being with each other, getting the metal detect. The weather was great, and I want to say thanks to Digstock for putting this on. All you staff members and people that were responsible, and the sponsors that were there were wonderful. I met a lot of great people there, including some YouTube personalities too. So anyway, check out these finds. These are just a few little things that we found, not a lot. And then after this, I'm going to show you what happened during that contest. Good morning, everybody. Day one of Digstock. This is the first location we're going to do. Got Aaron over there. Justin and Jake came down. We are in North Carolina this morning at Digstock. Took a while to get here. Weather kind of sucked, but it's great now. We're just waiting for 7 o'clock and it's time to dig. Hopefully, we will see you with a good find shortly. Here we go. All right, we have been around this field. There's been a couple other people here, not seeing too much found. Justin found a wheat penny over there, but Justin has the first score of the group. Look at this guy. He just found a silver Washington. Check that out, 1944 it looks like. Congratulations, Justin.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. That's what we're looking for. Beat up, but still.
What a bitch.
Hey, this is what we came down for, but we drove a long way to find a silver Washington, huh?
Yeah. Gotta find older.
Gotta find some southern stuff down here, but it's a good start. All right, let's see what else we get. Well, we're still going. We're kind of all spread out along the field, but we got a stampede happening. We may get chased out of here. The entire Digstock event is a bunch of fields that are part of a working farm here. They raise cattle, and they said we may run into this, but it looks like they're running the other way. But a couple of our guys, they come running across the field and the cows were chasing them. So we're going to continue. A couple of us have found some house related stuff. One guy found a silver barber over here, silver barber dime, but so far with our group, not too much, but they're still swinging. So this is our second location. We didn't do too well at the first location. So, all right, hopefully there's some finds and we don't get run off by cows. All right, we'll see you on the next. Okay, been a little bit. It's not silver, but it's a cool find. It's some kind of token here. It's like it's, I don't know, maybe a store token. Good for something off. I think that may be $1 off or something. I have to clean it up better. Clean it up when I get back to the room later, but it's got a name on it. It's been holed. That's pretty neat. The only thing that's a little bit disconcerting about this field right now is I'm being watched. If you notice, they're all just staring. I don't know if they think we have food for them or what, but anyway, cool little token. Hopefully this isn't my last clip. Don't get eaten by a carnivorous cow or something, but Got Aaron out there. A couple other guys. And it's Jake's out there. Justin's out there. All we found was a couple of wheat pennies. But we're going to stick around here for a little bit. We're still making a few finds, but cool little token. All right, we'll see you on the next. All right, today is day 2 of Digstock. We are obviously in another field location. It's been few and far between as far as making any finds. You can see how vast this field is. And there's some people here already. It's like, I don't know, maybe 8 in the morning. It's already almost 60 degrees, but I just made my first find. It looks like a dog tag, like a rabies vaccination or something. Now, it's really hard for me to read the words on there. I brushed it off, but I can't really tell. But I did see the word vaccinated on it. So I'm going to probably have to get some water on this and clean this up a little bit better. But considering that this area has been pounded already, because there's a mark that there's a home site here on the map, and people have been flocking to this. I'm sure yesterday there was a lot of people here. It's pretty cool to be able to pull this out. There's a lot of iron in the ground, but still, it's a find. It's something. There's been some really neat finds made so far. Back at the Digstock headquarters, they have a display case, and some people have been coming in with some really cool finds. So a little bit later, when I go over to the headquarters, I'm going to take either a little video clip or some pictures of the things that have come out of here. So stick around for that. But we're going to keep going. It's early in the morning yet. So this is day 2. Got my first find. All right, we'll see you on the next. All right, we're into the afternoon now. We came to a different field that they had on the maps, and this has been hit pretty hard. It's been pretty pounded, and it's another vast field. But I did make a find. Found some kind of little, looks like a little 2-piece button. You know, got a little bit of a design on it. The shank's gone. But it's a find. I mean, it's been pretty quiet all through here. There's a lot of plug holes where people were here today, but not very many signals in the ground, so I'm happy to have it. At least it's a find. And I did find a little lead ball. I'll show you that in a wrap-up. Maybe a little pistol ball, or even bucking ball, something like that. But there was an older house site, supposedly, in this area, so. But all right. Little finds here and there, it adds up. But we're having a blast here. We're between the events that we're doing for Minelab and just meeting all kinds of people. So, all right, so hopefully see you on another find. Hey guys, didn't find anything else after that button, but just my little complaint section. This is a big event, and they did ask everybody, and it's only proper metal detecting etiquette. If you dig something, take it with you. It's a big piece of iron. Somebody dug it, just left it at the top of the hole. Unfortunately, I've seen this in the last 2 days. I've seen where people weren't filling in their plugs. And we also heard of a few people getting kicked out for not following the rules of the event. Hunting past the 5:30 time limit that they gave us, and crossing over fences that they weren't supposed to cross over. So just a little tip, anybody watching this ever decides to go to an event like Digstock or Come Out Swinging or any of the other sponsored events that are out there, don't do stuff like this. It gives everybody a bad name, and it's just not right. There's a lot of good people in this hobby, but there are some that are pigs. So fill your holes, take your trash with you, and obey the rules. This farmer was nice enough to let us have all this acreage to dig. And the one thing that he asked was to park in the designated areas and to not go over any gates that were locked. He didn't want anybody climbing them. So unfortunately, some people can't play nice with others. But other than that, the people I've met here have been awesome, and we've had a great time so far. So hopefully there's more. It's getting towards the end of the day, towards that quitting time that I told you, 5:30. So don't know if we're going to dig anything else, but we'll see you on the next find. There's always tomorrow. Okay, this was on day 2. These were some of the artifacts and relics that were brought in by people. Not everything was brought in. I know that for sure because I saw Facebook posts, but I know it's kind of hard to see the items underneath the glass. This wasn't the most ideal conditions I had to record this, but I wanted to just give a quick overview. So if you want to see everything, keep watching. If you want to skip ahead, this particular clip with all these artifacts ends at about the 13-minute, 25-second mark of the video.
It was a commission here in Spanish America, 1847, 48. So it must be about 1,000 for
Like, why is this here?
Oh, there's totally a why is this here kind of thing. Picking the wrong sites here.
Me too. The easiest way to see is just take a video and I can see everything later, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was the only thing.
Was that a real?
Yeah.
I've seen 3.
This was so close.
I've seen that one. I've seen another whole one. I've seen that.
Hi, Mike. Love you.
I guess that came out of town.
No idea.
Yeah, it's been pretty nice. Got a big crowd over it right now, but it feels good.
I'm the first one of those earlier this year.
Hopefully it won't rain. Yeah, that's not good about it. Oh well.
Okay, as you saw, we didn't find a lot at Digstock, but that's okay. See, it was a huge event, and not everybody can find everything all the time. We had high hopes of finding some things, but in the end, it just really didn't work out that way. But as you saw by that table, and that was only part of it, because I know a lot of people didn't bring their finds in. We saw a lot of finds posted on Facebook. There were tons of great finds there. Sometimes metal detecting comes down to luck. Okay, you can do all the research you want, but if the items aren't in the ground, you're not going to find anything. That's what happened to us, but it wasn't discouraging, because I'll tell you what, the experience of being there over the 3 days, actually 4, we went to the meeting the day before, was unforgettable. This was my first Digstock. It will not be my last. I will definitely attend another Digstock event in the future. They do them mostly down south, but I know they did one a little while back in New York. So basically wherever they can find some good permissions to get a lot of people on, stay tuned. Watch the Digstock Facebook, and you'll see where they're going next. Anyway, also in one of those last clips there you saw, I kind of complained a little bit about people leaving their trash. Guys, that's important. If you're a metal detectorist, don't be a pig. Take your stuff with you. It only gives us a bad name People don't want to let people on their land when they leave trash all over the place. And that farmer was incredibly nice, and he was nice enough to let us go out onto his fields, like I said, over 3,000 acres, and just roam around, do what you want. Just take your trash with you and don't climb the gates. That's all he asked. So anybody ever goes out to these events, or just in general, your regular permissions, you always want to leave it better than you found it. So just keep that in mind. This is the most memorable part of Digstock for me. Minelab did an event called Masters of Metal, and Aaron, Dave, and I decided to enter it. Because I entered it, I didn't take a lot of clips. I really wish I had paid more attention, got more clips of this, as you'll see why in just a minute. All right, we left the fields for a little while, and we came back to the event site. And Aaron and I are actually participating in the Masters of Metal by Minelab. This challenge is you got to go up and run your detector over all those numbers. There's something buried there, and you have to guess what you think might be buried there. So, fun little competition we entered just to do it. But there's lots to do. We're having a great time. So Aaron's going to be up, and then I'm up next. And then we're going to probably head back out to the field. So, all right, we'll see you on the next. So the Minelab Masters of Metal competition was held over those 3 days. And had I known that we were going to do so well, I would have recorded the whole thing and put just a video out on just that. Now, if you look at that board right there, there was 11 teams that entered. They were 3-man teams. We are Team 11, all the way down at the bottom. We had to come up with a name, so we just called ourselves PA Dirt Diggers. But if you notice from that board, at the end of the 3 days, our Team 11 was in first place. Indeed, we did end up winning first place in that event, and that was probably the most memorable thing I've ever done as far as with metal detecting and treasure hunting. So that was really fun. I want to say thanks to Minelab and to Digstock and to all the teams that competed. Congratulations to the 3rd and the 2nd place winners. And finally, there's myself, Aaron in the middle, and Dave on the right with big smiles because we won first place in the Masters of Metal Minelab competition. So, like I said, it was so much fun. We were all pretty happy with that. The rest of the photos here is just some scenes from Digstock that I took. Just some random shots just to give you a little bit of an idea of what the place looked like and what we were doing. But guys, this video is probably long enough now, so thanks a lot for sticking around this far. Really appreciate it. If you liked the video, please do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up button and consider subscribing if you like the content. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll know whenever I put out a new video. Got some things in the works now. Been start digging with new guy Brad, like I was mentioning in the last videos. So stay tuned for a lot more coming. Thanks, guys. Stay safe.